Hey, what is going on, guys? Hex coming back in today with a brand new video, and as always, down in the title below will be the top we're talking about today, and we're going to be talking about Overlord. The show, the popular show made by Madhouse that is actually getting its sequel in like the coming days. So what is the show first and foremost? It's a show that's just kind of like a lot of other video games. The person gets trapped in the game, the servers were supposed to shut down, kind of like, I guess, in sort of online for maintenance, except this game was supposed to end permanently, and we see that basically everyone left, because all their hard work, everything that they've done is about to be thrown away. It doesn't matter. The servers are shutting down. They spent their time in the game. They're done with it, except our main character, Momanga, in the game, and or known as Ainz later on in the show, stays. And when the servers shut down, everything looks like it's going smoothly. They're shutting down. The game's done with. But he finds himself trapped inside the game. But the show does do an interesting twist, compared to a lot of other shows. We get to see that the NPCs still go by their character summary, in which the people and players that used to play in the past before the game turned into a reality, they have those same personas they were written to have, except the way they act within those personas is, well, of their own free will. They have a set structure in our format, but the way they act within that is different. They are more like a person. They feel emotions and so on and so forth, and they even, get angry at one another and or towards a certain person just because their emotions kind of, I guess, they conflict, they contradict one another, and or the females, well, they're kind of competing for our main character, Momanga. But speaking of the characters aren't really exactly the best thing about the show. Matter of fact, the main character, Momanga, and or Ainz, whichever one you want to call him, and or whichever one you prefer him to be known as, they don't have anything to do with them, really. The show only has something to do with our main character, Momanga, who is awesome. He's a character who really runs through his progressions in terms of a challenge and or something he wants to know. He runs through his progressions, the way he processes information, and then kind of, I guess, delivers upon that information to someone else in order to help him and or himself, right? Is really cool and or unique. I really like how he does this with his character. I love how his character is able to just be genuinely, I guess, above average smart, and how they kind of show us why he's doing this, why he's doing that. But the most interesting thing about this character is the fact that the Demon Lord, Momanga, Lord Ainz, has somewhat taken on that demeanor, that personality that he was supposed to have within the game. Yes, he is still himself when we get to see him himself monologue in a different voice, his human voice, to himself inside the game wherever he is still trapped in it. But at the same time, we get to see this demeanor, this Demon Lord Momanga be Momanga. And what I mean by that is his moral compass is kind of tilted a little bit. Like, if someone were to die, he doesn't care that that they died, but he does care if people do kill for the wrong reason. So he's killing people in the very first few episodes, and he's like, I didn't feel anything. Oh, that innocent person just died. I didn't feel anything. But he still helps them anyways, and it's kind of like a teeter-totter thing for me right now, because I see this show, or this character, I should say, to be more precise, just do things in a very dark tone. He does things to help himself out. He helps people that are dying innocently because it will make him look better. He wants people on his side. He only understands Nazark, the realm and or kingdom in which he helped create. He doesn't understand this whole wide world that's absolutely massive. So a lot of times, even whenever you think he cares about even maybe a party he joins, no. They're just a means to an end by Momanga. And that's something that's kind of unique, and it makes me wonder, is he going to go back, and is that going to be his character development in the show? Because he views them as NPCs. He doesn't view them as people, so does he care if they die or not? Well, right now, no. They're just a means to an end. So that leads us to world building. World building and, the game mechanics that come with the world building is really cool. There's so many regions he doesn't know. There's so many regions that have items that his region has and or are stronger than what his region has, and he did not know that, even though he is tip top. He is God tier. He is above God tier. He is so strong. You'll notice every fight he gets into, besides one at the end with Shaltir, which is really badass. That fight had just so many different spells being casted and whatnot. Don't want to go into that in items. That was impressive. There was, compared attacks from Shaltir to, and Momanga's attacks to Shaltir, and Shaltir's attacks to Momanga. Between the two, there's probably over 20 different attacks, including the items, if you were to incorporate them into that. And that's something that's really, 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 really special and very rare to see in any show. To see, I guess, so many, different, or such a diverse fight, per se, in terms of, I don't know if that's technically the word I want to use there, but there's just so many different abilities and attacks being thrown. I couldn't even keep up with all of them. I couldn't even remember all of them. And it's something that this show does very well, and it makes me question, how many games has this writer played? And the fight was also even drawn out. It was a long fight. It took like literally a whole episode where the fight was just focused on them fighting for about 20 minutes. That's really impressive stuff, and something that a lot of shows fail to do. And there's just so many. Once again, there's just so many different attacks. It's absolutely amazing. I've never quite seen anything quite like that. It's a very rare fight in terms of how many abilities and just the variety. Variety is the best word. You know, the variety of attacks. That's the best word to use here. It's just amazing. And items that help go with your attacks or I guess it kind of attacks and or weapons of their own. It was really, really interesting to see, and that has made me give the show an A- at least. I want more. I'm giving an A- for now. Give me something like that again. Give me that it factor. Quit being so damn good and start being so damn great, because you're right there. And I think the end of the season 1 really leaked into that, and that was something that's very impressive to me. I didn't see it. Overlord. I can't wait to watch season 2 in the next few days here. Really excited. Can't wait. See you guys next time. Peace. Go watch it.